My cousin just came by. I've been working all day. I'm tired. Had 2 slices of pizza. I thought, oh, what a lousy dinner. I got a knock at the door. And they just dropped. I gave them I had 3 grills. So I gave them one. And I told them, I said, if you cook anything, you owe me. And oh my God, you guys, I tasted. I don't know if you can see that real good. Oh my God, these ribs are so good. Boy, I tell you, God, thank you, because I sure didn't feel like cooking. So, thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Kevin. Love you guys. Okay, I'm going to do a quick just chat. You got the intro about my cousin bringing me those ribs and his friend Kevin. And, God, it was just a godsend. Not going to show the house. This is the sunroom I'm sitting in. It is, let me take this off. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm still working, guys. There's just a lot to get in this house in shape because of all the stuff I had and just things that occurred. I would say this is probably one of the roughest moves I've ever had. It was just rough, and I struggled with that because normally it's not this bad. But the house that I moved into, we love it. There are issues with it. The windows in the house, this is an older house, and it was empty for 2 years. And so there was no care for the front yard. And so it's in terrible shape. So I've got to come up with a plan to kind of get it in shape, but not invest a whole lot of money in it because, quite frankly, it's not my house. I rent this house, but I don't want a bad looking yard. So those are some issues, and I've got some options I can do. The people that she hired to do some repairs in the house, apparently they didn't do them. And so, we're finding that out. And the lady that I rent from, she lives in California. So she, I guess, subtract, however you say that word. You know what I'm saying. Someone to do things for her. Well, apparently they didn't. And I don't know what type of person they thought I was, that I was just going to move in a house and not say anything. I'm not that type of person. If I can pay you my rent on time, faithfully, and I request something to be done, I expect it. So there's some issues, which we're working out, thank God. Came back over here last Saturday, or was it Sunday? I can't remember. And anyway, there was a huge tree branch that had fallen from the tree that's in front of the house. And if my car had been parked there, it would have totaled my car. Now, I thought about this. I said, Lord, that's why I pay for insurance. That would have been great if that branch had hit my car. I could have got another car, but that's neither here or there. It didn't hit my car, but she had to have someone come out and look at the tree. And apparently, I guess the tree is dead because it had some type of bugs or something in it. So now she's debating whether she wants to cut the tree or not. And the neighbors are complaining. Like I told them, I said, I don't rent this. I mean, I don't own the property. I rent it. And so I said, what I'll do is I will pass this along. So she's debating on whether to cut it or just trim the limbs on it. But otherwise, guys, the house is really nice. It has wooden floors. Selah is still trying to get adjusted to this house. My neighbors seem to be wonderful neighbors. The house to my east is a house where they have prayer going on all the time. It's my friend's church, which sits right down on the corner from the house. And her fiance attend there. And she said, Debbie, it's really good. So I'm going to try to get over there some days for prayer. It's very quiet. It's almost just like where we left. Very, very quiet, and I really enjoy that. So just tired, and I figure by the end of the month things should be settled more. And when it does, I guess I'll get back to my halls or whatever. I was just taking a break because I was tired. I couldn't function anymore. I thought I need to sit down, so I'm going to sit down, and I thought, well, let me do just a small chit chat and let everyone know that I hope they're doing well. I hope your coming week is going to be great, and you're going to do everything to make it great on purpose. And I'm praying for a great week too. A great week. The only time I really get to look at hauls maybe is in the evening, and the problem is I fall asleep. You see my dead plant over there? That was my sister-in-law's mother's plant. It was in the basement at the other house, and it just took a turn. So now I'm gonna pray over it. I'm gonna put more dirt in it and try to get it back up and going again. The plant's name is Nettie. So I'm praying that because it was a beautiful plant. It was huge, and putting it down in that basement was the worst mistake I could have made. I got my other plants around here in the house. A lot of sunlight. Love the sunroom. I do have an enclosed porch. I'm not gonna show, like I said, I'm not gonna show any of that until I get stuff situated. So I'm gonna fix that up. It is enclosed. I do love it. It's not as long as the other porch, but it's still somewhere I can go out and sit and enjoy being outside. The backyard is a little smaller, which is fine because that means less grass. Which I've got to call a friend. He has a tiller, and I'm going to see if he would till the yard. And I'm going to get out there and put some grass seeds out there. I dug up my hostas from the other house because I paid good money for those hostas. So I dug them up. I'm going to see if I can plant those out there and just kind of maybe decorate it with flowers or whatever, because like I said, I'm not investing a whole lot into the yard. If I was buying the house, that would be different, but I'm not. I'm renting the house. So, but happy birthday to all the April birthdays. I hope this is a great month for you. Weather here is changing a little bit, but somebody was telling me today, they said something in the forecast about snow. And I'm like, you're joking. And they said, and I haven't watched news because it's the strangest thing. We moved over here, plugged up the TVs, and I can only get one local channel. And I don't understand that. Something's not right. Something's not right. Don't understand it. So I'm going to have to figure that out because I used to could get 7, 6, and 3. Now I can only get 6. And I think that's upstairs in my room. This is another mistake I made. I debated on our bedrooms, and I thought, okay, this room over here, it looks to be bigger. Well, guess who ended up with the bigger room? Juliana. It's huge. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not right. But her bed and everything is up. We would have to tear the bed down, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I did get my little office. I have the guest room. She has her room, and I have my room. So actually, there's 4 rooms in this house. People walk in, they're like, this house is huge for just the 2 of us. But it really is not. It's not huge. It just looks big. It's more spacious. That's what I should say. It's more spacious than the other house we were in. We didn't have our dining room and living room were all connected together. The kitchen was super small. Our bathrooms are about the same. The kitchen here is huge. The only thing I have not gotten as far as appliance is the stove. I got the washer and dryer. I got my refrigerator. I got that. So the only thing I'm missing as far as appliance is a stove. And unfortunately, it's going to have to be electric. I thought there was gas in the house, but it's electric. I do not like electric stoves, but got to get something. So hoping by this week I will go and find one. Plants are needing serious help. That little one, I'm looking at all of these now. Well, these are not too bad. They're growing like crazy, but that one down there in the front, and then Nettie. And then I got another huge one in the other room, which I'm not going in there. But the curtain situation, the blind situation. Hey, let me tell you about these that are hanging up. These right here, they're paper shades. I like them, but the one drawback to that, and this is just temporary, because I have my my blinds and stuff. I just haven't put them up. It's like when it gets warm, they start to peel away. So if you put them in a room that you're really not using a lot, that's probably better. But they were like only $4 and something. So they're pretty nice. My room, they're gray. They had gray, white, ivory, and a beige. I think it was. So for $4, they had them for 4, 5, and 7. I got the cheapest ones I could get. So, because it's just a temporary thing until I get all my things up. But it's 30 windows total in this house. About 30 windows. Yeah, and I'll count again, but I think it's about 30. There's just windows everywhere. So it's plenty of sunlight, and which I like. Okay, so guys, I'm going to let you go. Juliana is with her dad. I told him to come and take her to get her something to eat because, like I said, we've been eating out quite a bit. It's getting expensive, and it's got to stop. But I'll be back soon, I guess, with the hauls. I'm going to get my room fixed up, so that's where, and it's plenty of sunlight. So that's where I will be doing my hauls from, up in my little office, which I'm just thrilled about. So I pray that everyone has been blessed. Sorry, I didn't feel like getting up, cutting the TV off. It's PBS, This Old House. And so I'm just sitting here for a moment, just resting. My feet are tired. It's back to work tomorrow. And we start all over. So you guys be blessed. I hope all is well. Until our next chat, this is Good Money Stewart saying bye-bye. Have a blessed week.